Good morning, YouTube friends. Today is Sunday, the 11th of February. It's about 8 a.m. It's about 0 degrees with quite high gusts of wind sometimes, so I hopefully will be in lee of the wind most of the time, but there might be some strong gusts here and now, which makes it pretty cold. But the good news is that it's starting to get light at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's very, very nice. So hopefully we'll soon see the last of winter. Anyways, today we're walking the entirety of a street called Hc Ørstedsvej. It's not a super long street, so I have started my walk here. We're not on the street before mentioned yet, but we will soon. Right now we're in the neighborhood called Vesterbro, and we're about to cross into a neighborhood called Frederiksberg, or Frederiksberg if you would pronounce it in English. And we'll finish the tour in Nørrebro, which is the neighborhood where I live. It should take about, I don't know, half an hour or something, I would say. Thereabouts. Yeah, the wind is here now and makes it really cold. Oh. Hc Ørstedsvej, we're not there yet. We'll be there in 5 minutes or 4 minutes or something. It's a street that crosses through Frederiksberg, and I actually think we just crossed the border into Frederiksberg right now, actually. And Hc Ørstedsvej is a street that crosses through it. The intersection we're about to enter now, we're approaching. I'll point my camera to the left and right when we get there. It's a very expensive neighborhood of Copenhagen. Well, technically Frederiksberg. I'm not sure anymore, but it used to be per square meter the most expensive homes you could buy in Denmark. I think now the most expensive homes are a bit north of Copenhagen, but these are up there. And I think really rich, fancy people used to live there in the olden days, so the apartments, to my knowledge at least, most of them are pretty big. So, not for quote-unquote normal people. Let's see. Yeah, I'll take you on a trip in between the buildings one day. Not today though. As you can see with the bare trees. Don't know what these are called. And this used to be. Let me take a picture. Hang on. When I get quiet and stand still, it's because I take pictures for my Instagram. No, the rich people used to live here, and in this direction where I'm pointing my camera now, horse and carriage would take them out to the end of the street, the second red light from here, if you can see that. And that is where we have been there a couple of times, Frederiksberg Gardens, Frederiksberg Have. So that will be where all the rich people would frolic in the weekends. Ah, God. Sorry about the sniffing, guys. So even homes like this over here is probably not one family home, because that would be way too expensive in here. Would be my guess. Obviously, I'm not completely certain. But Frederiksberg is kind of mixed now. There are still places with these old buildings that are really expensive, but there are also, you know, newer buildings with smaller apartments. Not cheap by any means, but, you know, not as insanely expensive as these big houses here. Like this apartment building over here, the red one. I guess it's for more regular folk. Salt of the earth. Yeah, as you can see, Sunday morning, people are apparently sleeping in. Right there with the striped, I don't know the English word for this, but there's a great cocktail bar. This is Copenhagen, which we have walked before, and in this intersection, Hc Ørstedsvej begins. So let me see if I can find the sign. Well, there's a sign over there, but anyways, take my word for it. Oh, there's a sign here too. It's just well hidden and in the dark, so you can probably not see anything. Anyways, we are now on Hc Ørstedsvej. There are a few streets that crosses through Frederiksberg that are, I wouldn't say famous, but well known. This is one of them. The other one we just passed, Copenhagen. We did a walk there earlier, a few weeks back. And there's also one called Falconer Allé. We haven't done that one yet, but we will. I keep saying in these winter walks yes, I want to do that walk, but I'll wait for the spring. So I guess I'm gonna have a pretty busy spring, if I'm to make all the things I've talked about, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. I guess I'm just getting tired of winter, I guess that's it. At least now, like I mentioned, that very slowly you see the light starts to come back very, very slowly, and that helps a little bit. I would say in a month from now, might still be really cold, but again, you can feel the light coming back, and that at least helps my state of mind. This is funny. This is a dentist, and they sell Hollywood smiles. Oh man, that's hilarious. Houses like this on this street on Frederiksberg, whew, I don't even dare think about the prices. Yeah, well, that's the thing about prices, isn't it? No matter the product, if people will pay whatever it costs, well, I guess that's what it costs, then, at least. Not bakery. Oh, yeah, I really enjoy the quiet in these morning walks. I guess when you live a kind of a hectic life and your job also involves a lot of people, well, I know some people thrive on being surrounded a lot of people. I mean, I don't mind as long as it's not all the time. So that's why I need these little pockets of, quiet and alone time. That's what charges my batteries. More bread, if you can see anything. Probably only my reflection, eh? bakery over here. Not in my humble opinion, not in this on the same level as the two we passed earlier. A matter of opinion, sure, I guess, but in my opinion. In this direction, past those red buildings down there, maybe, I don't know if you can see it, is where we've been taking a few walks together. It's down by the lakes, so we are not too far from the lakes, but not going there today. Feels like it's starting to rain now, or sleet, or whatever the English word is for kind of rainy snow. Oh, here we go. Hopefully not too much. My camera cannot handle water, so if it gets too much, I'll have to cut our trip short, but let's see. We don't have that long to go, maybe 5-10 minutes or something. Because now we are getting closer to the neighborhood I live in, Nørrebro. We will actually cross from Frederiksberg to Nørrebro down by this intersection, and which is also where Hc Ørstedsvej ends. So I'll take you into, just a few minutes walk into the Nørrebro neighborhood. I don't know why they still have those Christmassy lights on. Maybe they just prepare early for next year, or this year technically, but next Christmas. So yeah, the neighborhood we're about to enter, my neighborhood as mentioned, is not very posh. It's more rough than posh. Interesting neighborhood. I've talked about it before, so I won't bore you again, but it's a neighborhood I really like. but not the big expensive apartments. Still expensive, obviously, it's Copenhagen, but not compared to the ones we passed earlier on this trip today, this tour today. It looks like we'll hit the red light. Yeah. Frederiksberg says au revoir. Or see you later. Auf Wiedersehen. So, we're back in the hood. I'll point my camera to the left here because I think we're going straight, but I just digging up this road, but which was much needed. I just wanted to show you my favorite kebab place. If I zoom in from here, you can see the peace sign glowing in red. It says killer kebab, and trust me, they are. As you maybe can probably tell, this area is more nitty-gritty, not posh at all. It's a nice beer bar here. Brew their own beer. It's pretty good. Drop by there every once in a while. I think this is a bar that also have table tennis or ping pong options, but I have terrible motor skills, so I haven't been there. I prefer the beer nerds. This is maybe I should get to the other side to show you this. This is an old what is it? I think hospital. Or was it even an insane asylum, as it was probably called back then, or just a hospital? I'm actually not sure, but I dig old buildings like that. As you can probably tell by when we're walking and some of my thumbs on YouTube, I kind of have a thing for, I have no clue why, I have a thing for statues, so I just want to get this one here. So, yeah, I don't know why. Statues, cemeteries, museums, stuff like that. I don't know, man. Good beer, good food. And good wine, obviously, but I know more about beer than I do wine. statue up here. Yep. Alright. I think we are almost there, guys. I think there's a little square up here. I think we'll end there. Maybe you recognize this church, we've been down there before. Yeah. And the street sweeper is out too. Sorry about the noise. This is a square that in the summertime is packed with people drinking, having fun, but also home to homeless people and such. I'm not gonna point my camera, but there are a few over there already drunk right now. But guys, I think this is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again. Have a wonderful Sunday, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye bye.